Welcome to Lasha's Take. Today is, wow, it's Sunday, October the 19th of 2025. Now, I don't want to take up too much of your time on a Sunday. In my opinion, Sunday should be a day of rest. It should be a day of prayer, thankfulness, and that's my goal today. However, I woke up this morning a little furious. Why? Because we're being lied to all the time by, I don't know, the matrix, the media, the government. Everybody is lying to us, constituents, whether we're from the US or from the States or from London. And I'm particularly tired of the monarchy lying and the combative narratives between William and Harry and blah, 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 blah. So let's go through Meghan and Harry's timeline. And also, you know, could she please stop doing interviews? This woman has got to stop letting people interview her. There's nothing wrong with reinventing yourself. There is nothing wrong with that. And sometimes people have to reinvent themselves 15 times to get to know who one is. But in this particular situation, I think Meghan Markle is constantly reinventing herself because nothing is working. It started off with her thinking she could monetize off of the royal name in the States, which isn't far-fetched, you know? She just didn't have the personality for it, and that's the end of the story. And she's a very dangerous woman, and I'm saying this from observations when the fires in California took place and Gavin Newsom allowed Prince Harry and Meghan Markle walk on the rubble where people who lost their own homes were not allowed to go. But Meghan and Harry were. What is the reason? Who gained from that and why? It's a publicity stunt. Look here. Well, something's gone over there. She was probably trying to distract everybody from Oprah getting in big kahuna because she wouldn't let people in that horrible fire get through her long road. Oprah Winfrey, too, is a sycophant. So, in July 2016, the couple apparently meets on a blind date, which I don't believe. In November of 2016, Harry's office confirms the relationship through an official statement. Does anybody remember that? I do. I told you I'd have notes this time. November 2017, Meghan quits, as in her words, I was on my show for 7 years. So she quit Suits in 2017. November the 27th of 2017, their engagement is officially announced, which is really ironic because when I was living over at a particular building in Grimsby, somebody was shot on November the 27th. It wasn't 2017, it was 2023, but still, November the 27th, the day before my father's birthday. Oh, May 9th, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle marry at St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle. Oh, yes, how could we possibly forget that? When the whole world, oh, remember Tiara Gate? And Oprah's big question was, did you make Kate cry? Oh, please, please. All right, let's see. Where's Meghan at the wedding? Oh, there she is. Okay. Then they decide to leave the monarchy, right? So Prince Harry and Meghan Markle met on a blind date before eventually marrying into a lavish royal wedding ceremony. Throughout their 6 years of marriage, the couple has faced scrutiny from the public over their decision to step away from the royal family and their roles as royal. That's not what everybody was pissed off about. You know what people were pissed off about? This. This whole fake thing with the babies. She never gave birth. It's a lie, but I do believe that Archie, that boy, is Harry's son. And Meghan doesn't like that child. Meghan uses children as an extension of her because she's a narcissist. We all know about this. Everybody's been talking about it, but the challenge is what to do about it. I think that we as Canadians and people in the UK, we need to start a petition to Buckingham Palace to have the Duchess of Sussex removed from Meghan Markle through a petition. And that will take hundreds and thousands of us. And if you look at the difference of the roads, I walk a lonely road. Harry didn't choose that. You know, remember their oh, you'll all remember this. Remember their freedom flight? Yeah, that must have been really nice to get on Tyler Perry's jet at the end of 2019, and then go to Victoria. And that means when she did the Oprah Winfrey interview, she was pregnant. Did Oprah Winfrey know that she was wearing a moon bump? Because her moon bump on the Oprah Winfrey sitting down portion was smaller than the moon bump in the chicken coop. Does anybody remember the behavioral panel analyzing Megan's behavior in the chicken coop? Good morning, Trevor. Hi, Trevor, it's me. How are you? I wanted to get all of that out about Meghan Markle. But right now, I've gotten it all out. And she's a danger to the monarchy, not only because she takes advantage of rich people, and also because all of us had to live through this. We had to live through this. Ready? We had to live through Tiara Gate. We had to watch Prince Charles become king with his son not there. And then 4 months later, the poor man is diagnosed with cancer. And the psychological differences between Harry and William are not that different. And why didn't Kate Middleton or Prince Harry care about the adopted children? You never heard them come out and say they wanted to meet their niece and nephew. That's horrible. Why? Because they didn't exist. Isn't the royal family supposed to stand for everything that we don't? Us normal, law abiding, inferior people. And Lady Colin Campbell and the Dan Wooden special that came out 3 days ago, and Lady Colin Campbell defending her ignorance was like poetic justice. And on that note, I'm being very, very quiet. I'm going to hunt coffee. Trevor, thank you for liking. Thank you for being here as always. Do you mind that I changed it to Lasha's Take, but I kept high voltage there? I just wanted to show that I was Canadian, and I'm trying to create my content so that I'm talking about different things. But we need to be consistent, and that's what we'll talk about this privately. I'm not talking about it live. You know what? All right, Trevor, I will talk to you later. Think about what I said, because all of this stuff is totally nuts. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Trevor. All right. All right. Have a great day, everybody. And remember, Megan is never going to change. She is an ill woman. I can't believe that nobody in the States hasn't done a wellness check on those children. The neglect must be, and the royal family did nothing. There's no difference between William and Harry. They're just playing their games differently. And you know what? William was just lucky enough to meet Kate Middleton. And the only reason that William is the man he is today is because of Kate Middleton. And that's the truth, in my opinion. All right. Bye, everybody.